guys, we're here to talk about Chardonnay, this incredible grape that originally come from Burgundy. And we have different areas where the Chardonnay come from. If we talk about Chablis, the north of Burgundy, Chablis is a more crispy, light, and the land is fossils, shells, and chalk. And what happened is they have the perfect drainage, and they have a 7 or 8 incredible Grand Crus. And then we can go south to Côte de Beaune. And when I was there, when I was in Saint-Denis, and I looked to my right, and I looked at this golden slopes, these mountains that they look like golden during the fall with all the leaves. And when I approached the mountain and I saw all this white stone, and I asked the winemaker of Pouilly-Montrachet, what are they? Do you put them there? He said, no, they are there by Mother Nature. And I thought I was in a movie of Harry Potter, because these white stones, what they do is during the daytime, they take all the heat, and then at night, when the vines are cold, they release the heat to keep the perfect temperature for the vines. I mean, this is an incredible that Mother Nature has given us things like that. And because of the land, because of the climate, because of the winemaking, in Burgundy, in that area of Côte de Beaune, is where the best Chardonnays of the world come, such as Montrachet, Pouilly-Montrachet, Montrachet. Anyway, those wines are full body. Those wines are with the taste of oak, tropical fruit, but very subtle and very beautiful. You can have different styles. One is a full body wine with tropical fruit, a lot of wood, and a lot of butter, such as California. Or you have wines from France. They're more subtle. They have a little wood, they have a little apple, a little pear, a little bit of the terroir. Today we are here in Wolffer, in Long Island, and we talk about this incredible Chardonnays made by Romman Ruff. He's one of the partners and the winemaker. I'd like to know, Romman, about the land. What kind of land do you have here?
Well, there's a couple of things that makes Wolffer Estate special. One is the Bridgehampton loam. It's one of Long Island's richest soil. It's great, has a wonderful water holding capacity. It's great for the pH, which makes the vines very happy. And so that's the foundation here. The next great thing is that we are 2.6 miles from the ocean. You feel the breeze today.
Of course.
And that sea breeze is the whole summer here. And that's why people from New York come to the Hamptons, because it's cooler out here. And that's great for our wines. It keeps a natural acidity and a vibrancy and a freshness. And last not least, we are in the same latitude as Naples or Florida in Italy.
Okay.
The sun is quite strong. We are very fast, much further south than the French or the Italian or French or German vineyards, let's say. And that's extra ripening helps us with this cool breeze, makes fresh wines that are ripe and lush, and is quite a unique combination for Long Island.
Since we are talking about the climate, can you tell me a little bit about the global warming?
Well, global warming is a mixed blessing. So, for example, we've had the last 2010, 2012 and 2013 have been early harvest. We've had a fantastic ripeness, great crop, no fungus pressure.
Nice.
So we really have seen a warming and earlier ripening as a result. Yet there's the threat of hurricanes. Like last year, they predicted the most hurricanes ever. At the end, we didn't have any, but the predictions are here. And so you get nervous about the global warming. It certainly has an impact. So far it has shown itself favorable. We've had great vintages, but there is this danger that one year you could have 2 hurricanes go over your vineyard and not just one. This is the Dijon clone. It's a smaller cluster, smaller berries. This is where our top Chardonnay, the Pearl and the White Mischief comes from. It was planted in 1993. We keep these beautiful neat canopies. I mean, there are no leaves, but you can see how wonderfully the shoot positioning is. We try to have 3 shoots per linear
That's
foot.
what I was going to ask you when you cut them.
A very even distribution of the clusters of the shoot. That secures you that no clusters lie on top of each other. Like if clusters lie on top, there's no sun in between the 2 clusters, so those grapes wouldn't ripen as quickly. So we have really nice positioning of every cluster, and we secure that every cluster has a full 10 to 15 leaves for great photosynthesis, and so that you get a very homogeneous ripening, so that when you pick, every cluster is ripened. You don't make a compromise.
Do you cut them by hand?
Everything is hand
Everything
picked.
is hand picked?
Yep,
I cannot wait to taste them.
This one is the Pearl Chardonnay.
Okay, this is the Pearl Chardonnay. Mindy is going to tell me a little bit about it.
This is basically our higher-end Chardonnay. It is 90% oak fermented, 10% steel. The oak is all French oak. This is derived from our Dijon clone grapes, which are smaller berries, more golden in color. Very low yields, so you've got a very concentrated, rich, beautiful Chardonnay.
Beautiful, elegant. I love the balance of the wine. I like the acidity of the wine. The apples are right there. Definitely tropical fruit, and also shows the land of Long Island.
This is the 2013. This will be the Pearl. This whole wall here is all Pearl Chardonnay.
Okay.
And what's nice is we ferment this on the lees, and we let the wine sit on the whole lees for 7 to 8 months. Now, before the
And
stirring,
let me ask you, after 7 or 8 months, then you put it on the bottle?
then we put it into a barrel, into a tank, because
Into a tank.
every barrel has its own flavor.
Okay.
And so by blending it, we get one character, and then we bottle it.
And what kind of wood are you using? American, French?
This is 100% French oak.
Okay.
I use Cadus. This is a Burgundy barrel.
Sure.
And it's a nice, elegant French oak. It's not overpowering. This is a new oak barrel. I only use like 20% new oak anyway for this wine.
Okay.
You want to show fruit and not oak. Can you see it? If you give me
Yes.
your glass. Yeah.
I can see it.
There you go. So it's still a little hazy. Right now it's doing its second fermentation, the malolactic fermentation.
Okay.
Yep.
That was my next question. If it goes through malolactic fermentation.
Yeah. So we do, in order to soften the wine a little bit,
course.
it gives a more creamier character. Again, also by fermenting in the barrel, which the fermentation gets hotter, because you can't cool down the barrel, there's no chilling coils or anything. So it gets more creamy, more nutty, more toasty flavors that happen in the barrel.
I smell the
fermentation.
yeast, the apples.
Yeah, little yeast characters, little yeast.
Definitely. Oh, I cannot wait to taste it. Wow. Elegant, strong.
And still a little
Very powerful.
apple citrus flavors, which makes it elegant.
I love it. I cannot wait to have like a nice pork with it. I mean, this is a great wine. Very, very nice. I mean, we can even do it with oysters, even though I need some cream with it. I mean, with a lot of cream will be delicious.
I like mushrooms with this, like a
Oh.
mushroom ragu or a truffle mushroom risotto. that
Truffle, I
kind
would
of
love
thing.
the truffle
Yeah,
risotto.
What's nice is by letting the wine sit on the lees,
Oof.
on the yeast for
I
7
love
months. A lot of wineries take the wine off the yeast after like 2-3 weeks, and it's like ripping away a child from the mother, or the other way around.
Of course.
They have to come together. You want the flavors from your lees, because that's the pieces of the skins of your grapes that reveal the character of your region, of our, in this case, our Long Island terroir is what we want to feature and express it. And so I show you how we stir the wine. And again, because on the bottom of the barrel it gets reductive and it can get earthy and quite yeasty. On the top, of course, you have oxidation, and so by stirring it, you neutralize it. All right, so now we stir the yeast. So we scrape first the yeast that has settled to the ground a couple of times. Again, quite gently. We don't want to damage the barrel. And then we stir it. See, you see the color change? The
Oh,
yeast
yes.
coming up.
Completely.
And
Completely.
and you can see, and as the yeast dies and autolyzes, it gives all the flavors back to the wine. While if you would separate it and take the clean wine off and separate the yeast, you would never catch these flavors.
It has its own characteristics. It's very different than everything I have tried in Long Island as a Chardonnay. You have a unique Chardonnay.
It's a special character.
Yeah, definitely.
No.
This wine to me is outstanding. I've been trying Chardonnays from Long Island for the last 22-23 years. And let me tell you, this is getting better and better by the day, thanks to Romman. Anyway, this is a wonderful wine. It's one of the best vintage, Romman is telling us, and I'm looking forward to have it in a lot of restaurants in New York City. Thank you.
Cheers.